Control Board meeting with Justin Urbano. All right, welcome everyone to the Monday Afternoon Advocate News Meeting. I'm editor and publisher Chris Cobbler. With me, as always, to my left.
I'm Becky Cooper, managing editor.
And to my right.
Tony Blandon, city editor.
And that was Robbie Patterson, librarian, sneezing. And behind the camera.
Thomas Martinez, state editor.
So let Tom and us know what you think the stories we're working on. Any suggestions you have for stories we should be working on. That's why we come on every weekday to hear from you, our legions of viewers. Appreciate all the story suggestions and feedback we get every day. So let's jump into it. But first, we'll give people a chance to sign on. We'll ask a trivia question.
Ooh.
All right.
That looks like a long one.
Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
South Carolina.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Dakota.
South Dakota.
Wow.
What? That's
Sorry, somebody was talking to me about South Carolina.
situated in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Somewhere in the Black Hills, South Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. That's the Beatles song. Features, Paul McCartney, to be precise. Features the giant carved faces of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and what other president?
Oh, I know.
You can guess. I don't know the answer, so I won't tell you.
Oh, I
think I know the answer. Go ahead, Tony. What's your guess?
Who is Teddy Roosevelt?
Who is Teddy Roosevelt? Because he's wait. You can't. We'll laugh.
No. I just want to see if you read it properly, because that seems to be too easy.
Well, it's not too easy to the average person, I don't think. If you got to know the history of when it was opened.
My God.
He's the father of the park system. Pat Kelly already answered Teddy Roosevelt too.
There you go.
So, all right, Pat.
I've never been there. I need to go.
I've never been.
I've never been there either.
Somehow I've lived in South Dakota for 2 years and I've never been there. But I was on the other side of the state. But and
Isn't that like driving to the nursery and back in
well, yeah,
South Dakota?
it's about from where I lived. It's about a 7-hour drive, something like that. Anyway, but I should have done it. I don't know why I didn't. I would like to. It's on the list. On the list.
Go up during hog days when in the Blacklands when they have the hog days, and so you can get your motorcycle fixed and go see the Mount Rushmore.
I don't want to go there when there's all those
My
motorcyclists
parents
there.
went-
That's too big a crowd. I'd better go a
My
different time.
parents went there, and they couldn't help but notice that for a state that has a lot of a Native American population, there were no Native Americans they could see there
Oh.
You mean visiting?
visiting.
South Dakota has a very troubled past with Native Americans,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's
But
why.
Pat Kelly, by the way, had a column in today's paper, her monthly column, and Bill Posey's column is in tomorrow's paper. So that's set up, isn't it, Robbie? Anyway,
I hope.
so we run the Democratic Party chair's column and then the Republican Party chair's column back to back every month. And let's see, where are we? So in news, now that we've got everybody thinking about Mount Rushmore, which is also a movie starring Bill Murray.
Ugh, gross.
We have a news feature story on Dr. Yahagi, who's leaving Victoria, a story about him and his replacement cardiac surgeon. So we'll miss him. He's been a community mainstay too, well known in the community with his band and his philanthropy.
So is the band disbanding?
Disbanding, or maybe they're just going on the road. I don't know. They're going on the road. Then Kira also has a story about it's a Black History Month story about a basketball court in Bloomington that's going to be upgraded and named after Victoria pioneer E.E. Hatchett. Then
Came to Bloomington as an educator, retired many years later, and stayed here. He wasn't from here originally, but he stayed here
but he got here as soon as he
as
could.
soon as he could.
All
and
right.
stayed.
Then there's a coverage of a Lyceum talk that's going on right about now, wrapping up. I heard James Cunningham talk last night at a reception. Very entertaining. So if you weren't there, you missed it. It was a good, I'm sure it's a good presentation on funny money. And
You mean counterfeit money?
no, it's comedy. It's about how it's really a comedy show, but with a lesson trying to teach young people how to manage their money.
Oh, some older people need that too.
I definitely need that. And what we talked about made a lot of sense. We also will have a little rail item about a new strip in the paper starting tomorrow. So exciting. Wallace the Brave, NPR describes Wallace as a little 6-year-old boy as think Charlie Brown if he were less mopey, or Calvin and Hobbes if Calvin wasn't quite so psychotic. It's like a psychopath.
If he was on medicine?
yeah, so
Some of those samples he sent were very funny.
Yeah.
Some of them was like, what?
yeah, oh, well,
So-
not like a lot of strips, I guess,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's been it's a relatively new strip. Started in I think 2015, but been very popularly received. So looking forward to it.
And who
Maybe
were-
it will be-
who's it?
Maybe the
This is
next
popular.
Calvin and Hobbes. Would that be something? Every paper wants that.
Oh, the next Popeye.
Next Popeye, which, well, we won't. We're not the first to have Wallace the Brave, but like we were the first to have Popeye.
All right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So who are we
Oh.
replacing?
Non Sequitur, which had some not good issues lately
Yeah.
with the artist dropping the F-bomb in the Sunday Funnies. But not fortunately, we didn't carry that Sunday paper. But his judgment was called into question with that
Yeah,
strip.
buddy.
So
That was
we took the opportunity to.
F-bomb on a
Bless you.
Sunday, that's definitely non sequitur.
Yeah, it is. It's the,
People know what non sequitur means.
It doesn't matter anymore. He's history. He's history. Let's see what else is going on. We've got a United Way grant applications. A story that we posted just now that there are bats at Refugio Elementary School, so they had to close the school. That's too bad.
Do they have a belfry? Just kidding.
Second elementary school around here that have bat infestation.
Mhm.
I think no coincidence they're both in Harvey damaged areas, so that's got roofs exposed to the elements, I imagine is what happened, and bats found their way in. Not sure where those kids are going, but I imagine they're figuring out where they're going.
Well, in Bloomington, they sent them up to the other elementary school, and
Yeah.
so hopefully Refugio has a junior high or someplace that has space for them.
Sorry, as a police scanner talking, we'll keep an ear on it. Then in your schools, we've got a story about VISD's early childhood development, having a pre-K extravaganza. So Chamberlain took photos of that, Amber's story.
Mhm.
Brittany joined us. How are you, Brittany? Thanks for joining us, Brittany. And then all the other regular year schools features. We're working on a follow-up story about the fourth mayoral candidate. Kira hasn't connected with him yet, though, but we want to hear Steve Meacham's thoughts on why he's running. And Amber's trying to get an interview with the 2 school board members who filed on Friday, too. So there are 3 now running for the open seat that's left open by Mike DeSanto's decision not to run again, incumbent. And sports, we've got Claude Jacobs Invitational's final day. Had lots of golf coverage in the paper today. That was nice.
Mhm.
And
Cool photo from the rodeo on the cover
That
of
was awesome.
sports. Yeah.
awesome photo, honestly. We might have thought about putting that on the front page and holding pro con another week, but it was good. It was good. And then we had the Yoakum versus Cuero. Baseball. Holy cow. And Chamberlain's covering. We got Advance and St. Joseph basketball. Have area pairings. Doesn't look like any rain, although rain is in the forecast the rest of the week, isn't it? Not right now. But Mike is looking at backup options if we need to cover them. Let's see. Nothing big on the state digest. I didn't see it. The state digest moved this morning yet, or the 1 o'clock. Or national, international scene. Let me look.
I didn't even look at the news, TV news this morning, so.
Yeah, I didn't. Not much caught my eye. Here's the state digest. I'll pull it up.
What are you talking about, Nashville?
State.
Well, go ahead. You can talk about national if you want to. I'm waiting for the state.
Well, I
digest.
know CBS had this exclusive story about Southwest Airlines. They're hurting financially.
Are they?
Yeah,
Uh,
they canceled 40%. They're canceling 40% of their flights, I think, over this holiday weekend.
Oh.
Wow.
Every day, daily, because their planes are being grounded for maintenance issues.
Wow.
And these are maintenance issues that their own employees are reporting. And the upper management of Southwest gave a memo to to maintenance workers, basically saying, work harder, and if you call in sick, you could be terminated.
Wow.
Hmm.
And now the mechanics union has input on that memo. And so now there's infighting going on at Southwest Airlines, because they're trying to get the planes back online.
Right, yeah.
And maintenance people are saying, we're not gonna be rushed, okay, to fix these planes. And some of them need some time to be repaired. And, but they didn't talk about exactly how many planes are grounded. They just said 40% of their flights were canceled every day.
I would much rather them take their time. I know it's a money issue. I'd much rather them take their time and make sure the repairs are done right than be up in the middle of the sky and the plane fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's odd they have this problem to me. Strange, isn't it? Seems strange, but State Digest, not a lot happening when I see on the Digest, because their lead story is about Beto and Trump.
Well, this
So-
one, oh, well, it's not on, I don't think it's on AP, because CBS touted it as an exclusive, because they obtained the memo.
Is that like our exclusive when TV writes about stories that we've written about many times over the years?
This is a national network.
Okay, all right.
It's
I
more
just-
credible.
All
It's not a
right,
local
anyway.
affiliate.
Alright. Any other hot news out there? I'll give the answer to our trivia question. Pat Talley has already guessed it.
Guessed it correctly.
Well, we'll see. Mount Rushmore, situated in the Black Hills of South Dakota, features the giant carved faces of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and what other U.S. president? Theodore Roosevelt. The sculptor claimed that Washington represents the birth of the nation, Jefferson represents the growth of the nation, Lincoln represents the preservation of the nation,
Wow.
and Roosevelt represents the development of the nation. Some might argue Teddy Roosevelt is not quite in the same category as the other three. Is he as presidents go?
Yeah, but
But
Teddy,
it
like I
happened.
said earlier,
It happened while he was done.
Teddy
But he-
did all the national parks.
He
and-
created a concept, well, he instigated the
Yeah.
concept of the national park system.
Right.
Which, if you ever watched Ken Burns' series on national parks,
Uh-huh.
you would know that the United States is the first country that had the idea of preserving pristine areas for posterity.
Well,
And
there you
then
go.
now Europe does that, then they took the lead from us.
He also said, speak softly and carry a big stick.
And he's like, wake me up when it's noon. No, that was probably Ulysses Grant.
All right. Well, that's it for the show. If you have any news tips or want to chat with us, just give us a call here in the newsroom at 574-1222. Peace out.